So great to be here at TIO Stadium on the eve of Sir Doug Nicholls round, the big clash between Gold Coast and Hawthorn. Thrilled to have footy back. Obviously, no footy last year, so we got a pretty exciting back-to-back schedule with Gold Coast playing Hawks and then North Melbourne next weekend. And we're really looking forward to welcoming Territorians back to the crowd and it's great to see TIO Stadium coming together with all of the celebration of Sir Doug Nicholls round pretty evident across the oval and across the precinct. Obviously, we've got a great connection here in the Territory with the Gold Coast SUNS. We're pretty excited that Joel and Mally will play tomorrow night, and hopefully a couple of extra boys being available the following week, and that connection exists obviously across the men's and women's sides, but also at a community level, and Gold Coast are a great ambassador for Territory footy, and we'll be out and amongst the community over the next week or so, which will be fantastic. Obviously, ticket sales are going really strong for this week's game. We've got free buses on, which is fantastic, and we thank the Northern Territory Government for their support of the game and the partnership with the SUNS and getting behind it with buses and everything they do. Really encouraging people to buy their tickets online through Ticketmaster rather than sort of avoiding the queues on the night. We're really looking forward to the game and enjoying what should be a pretty hotly contested game.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Mark, for coming up. We really do appreciate you coming back to the Northern Territory for us to be able to re-cement our relationship. It's so important for Territory footballers, men and women, to have those pathways through to the top level. You can see the oval looks fantastic. The Sir Douglas Nicholls round is so important in the calendar these days, and there's no better connection than the Northern Territory with their Indigenous footballers and what they can bring to the game. I know the connection with Hawthorn is strong here in the Northern Territory. I know that the SUNS are going to stay around during the week. They're going to do a range of programs. They're going to be at schools. They're going to be at festivals and at markets and events. So it's going to be great to see them. It's going to be great to see the interaction tomorrow night. Both of these sides are pretty hotly contesting those bottom couple of finals positions. So we know it's going to be a cracking game. We know that having people come up and stay up in the Territory over these sort of weekends. We had Base in the Grass last weekend. It's another great weekend. You can see people moving around in the city. It brings a lot to the town, it brings a lot to the Territory, and like we said, it creates those pathways for young kids to have a look. We're really, really stoked to have the SUNS back here. I'll hand over to Mark to explain how excited he is to be here, and we wish him all the best for tomorrow night.
Thank you, Minister. It's wonderful to be back here. It's been a great partnership that we have developed. It's a partnership that's got many facets to it. It's not just about the game. We know that will bring people in and give the community something to see and aspire to, but we love the fact that young kids get to see up close and personal men and women going about things at elite sport level. That's a really big part of our partnership. We hope all of those kids take up AFL and play the sport throughout their teenage years and get themselves onto an AFL list or an AFLW list. And we really want to be known as the Territory SUNS when we're in town. So if you don't barrack for Hawthorn, make sure you're barracking for the Territory SUNS. If you do barrack for Hawthorn, make sure you cheer your Territory boys on when they do well during the game. That's our challenge to you. We've worked hard over the last few years. It's been tough with all of the COVID interruptions, but the partnership has delivered already. Because we had a game here against Carlton, we managed to drag a couple of other not so well-known teams here to play a Dreamtime game. Last year we did a lot of work to get Hawthorn here, and that game had to be relocated at the last minute. But the opportunity with that is that it means it brings the Gold Coast SUNS to town for 2 games in a row. And because we're here for 2 games in a row, it means we can go out and do so many things in the community. We look forward to doing that for the joy that we can bring to the community, but also to see have our players see those communities and understand more about life in Australia. I am pleased to say that the Sir Doug Nicholls round jersey that the SUNS will play represents a collaboration between the Yugambeh mob of the Gold Coast and the Larrakia mob here in Darwin. And Trent Lee from Darwin and Luther Cora from the Gold Coast collaborated to produce a Guernsey that was representative of both of the group's cultures. So it has representation of the eagle, Mibbin, which is the totem for the Gold Coast, and the saltwater crocodile representing the Larrakia lands. And it's connected by a sun. We all come from the sun, we all thrive under the sun, and we're delighted that our players get to wear this jersey. What I'd like to do is hand this jersey over to the Minister. Minister, accept this. It can either go on your wall, or if you think it's a great charity that it can be donated to, please use it as you wish. But hopefully we'll be wearing this jersey and other collaborative jerseys well into the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I do know Trent really well. He's a stunning local artist, and you'll see his art actually around town as you move around on a lot of the street art,
right.
a lot of the walls. Yeah.